Next, the world's most advanced telescope took another leap forward this afternoon as its mirrors were unfolded 1 million miles from Earth. NASA's James Webb Observatory is the successor to the Hubble Space Telescope.
NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has hardly opened its eyes, and the universe is new, more mysterious, more beautiful than humanity's dreams.
Imagine looking up at the night sky and knowing that right now, a visitor from another star system is passing through our solar neighborhood. Not just any visitor, but a massive space rock that has been traveling to the dark emptiness between stars for millions of years, carrying secrets from a world we'll never see. Well, that's exactly what's happening right now, and the James Webb Space Telescope has just given us something absolutely incredible. For the first time ever, we have a crystal clear, detailed image of an interstellar object called 3I/Atlas, and what we're seeing is changing everything we thought we knew about these mysterious cosmic travelers. This isn't just another blurry dot in space that astronomers get excited about. This is a high-definition portrait of an alien world fragment, so sharp and detailed that we can actually see features on its surface. We can see bright patches where ice is melting away, dark scars from ancient impacts, and a ghostly halo of gas and dust surrounding it like a cosmic aura. It's like finally being able to see the face of a stranger who's been walking past your house in the dark for years. But here's what makes this discovery so mind-blowing. This object didn't come from our solar system. It came from somewhere else entirely, from around another star, probably hundreds or thousands of light years away. Think about that for a moment. We're looking at a piece of another world, another solar system, another star's family of planets. It's like receiving a postcard from a place so far away that even light takes centuries to travel there. The James Webb Space Telescope, floating out there in space 1 million miles from Earth, turned its incredible golden eye toward this visitor and captured something that will be studied and talked about for decades to come. This image isn't just pretty to look at. It's a time machine, a message bottle, and a scientific treasure all rolled into one. To understand why this is so amazing, we need to talk about what 3I/Atlas actually is. The name might sound complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. The 3I just means it's the third interstellar object we've ever discovered. The first was called Oumuamua, which looked like a weird cigar-shaped rock that tumbled through our solar system in 2017. The second was Borisov, which acted more like a comet with a tail of gas and dust. Now we have Atlas, and it's turning out to be the most interesting one yet. Atlas is huge compared to the other interstellar visitors we've seen. While Oumuamua was only a few hundred meters long, Atlas measures several kilometers across. That's like the difference between a small building and an entire mountain. For something that big to survive the journey between star systems without breaking apart is absolutely incredible. It means this object is tough, really tough, and it's been through some serious adventures to get here. When the Webb telescope pointed its instruments at Atlas, what it saw was breathtaking. The surface of this cosmic wanderer is like a patchwork quilt of different materials. Some areas shine brightly where water ice catches the sunlight and reflects it back toward us. Other patches are dark and rocky, covered in carbon-rich materials that absorb light like black velvet. It's as if someone took pieces from different types of asteroids and comets and stuck them all together into one amazing object. But the most exciting part is the cloud of gas and dust surrounding Atlas. As this interstellar visitor gets closer to our sun, the warmth is causing some of its ice to turn directly into gas, creating a thin atmosphere around it. This is happening even though Atlas has been traveling through the freezing cold of interstellar space for millions of years. The fact that it still has ice that can melt shows us that it's been perfectly preserved during its incredibly long journey between the stars. This preservation is like finding a frozen mammoth in ice. Except instead of being frozen for thousands of years, Atlas has been frozen for millions of years in the ultimate deep freeze of space. The chemicals and materials on its surface are like a snapshot of the conditions around another star when our solar system was still young. Scientists are already finding organic molecules on Atlas that are different from anything we see in comets from our own solar system. These alien chemicals might hold clues about how life could form in different environments around different stars. The journey that brought Atlas to us is almost impossible to imagine. Millions of years ago, in a solar system orbiting a star so far away we might not even be able to see it with our telescopes, something dramatic happened. Maybe a giant planet moved too close to where Atlas was orbiting. Maybe two planets crashed into each other. Maybe a nearby star passed through that solar system and stirred everything up with its gravity. Whatever happened, it was violent enough to throw Atlas completely out of its home system and send it flying into the darkness between stars. For millions of years, Atlas traveled alone through that darkness. No sun to warm it, no planets for company, just a cold emptiness of interstellar space and the distant light of stars. It's a journey so long that entire species evolved and went extinct on Earth, while Atlas was making its way toward us. Dinosaurs lived and died. Mammals took over the world. Humans evolved and built civilization, all while this cosmic messenger was slowly drifting our way. Now, by incredible luck and perfect timing, Atlas has arrived just when humanity has built a telescope powerful enough to see it clearly. If it had come 100 years ago, we would have missed it completely. If it comes again in 100 years, we'll be gone and it will keep traveling forever into the dark. This is our one chance to study a visitor from another star system up close, and the Webb telescope is making the most of it. The images Webb is capturing show us things we never expected to see. The way Atlas rotates is strange and chaotic, tumbling through space in a complex dance that suggests it's been battered and knocked around during its long journey. Most objects in our solar system spin in predictable ways because they've been influenced by the sun's gravity for billions of years. But Atlas spins like a wobbly top, carrying the memory of whatever violent event sent it flying into space in the first place. The colors and textures on Atlas's surface tell an amazing story, too. Webb's infrared vision can see heat signatures that reveal which parts of the object are warming up as it gets closer to our sun. The bright spots aren't just reflecting sunlight. They're actually releasing jets of gas as buried ice turns into vapor. It's like watching a slow-motion explosion as this frozen time capsule from another star starts to come alive in the warmth of our sun. What's really blowing scientists' minds is how different Atlas is from the comets and asteroids we're used to seeing. Objects in our solar system have been shaped by billions of years of exposure to the sun's radiation and the gravitational pulls of our planets. But Atlas is pristine, unchanged since it left its home system. It's like comparing a weathered old statue that's been sitting outside for centuries to a brand new sculpture that's just been unwrapped from protective covering. The chemical analysis of Atlas is revealing secrets about how planets form around other stars. The mix of rock and ice, the strange organic molecules, even the way different materials are distributed across its surface. All of these things are clues about the conditions that existed in its birth system. It's as if Atlas is a geological sample from an alien world, delivered directly to our doorstep by the universe itself. But Atlas isn't going to stick around for long. Its path through our solar system is like a hyperbola, which means it's only going to swing by once and then keep going forever. Unlike comets that orbit the sun and come back every few years or decades, Atlas is just passing through. In a few more months, it will be too far away for even Webb to see clearly, and after that, it will disappear back into darkness between stars, never to return. This makes every observation precious. Scientists around the world are working around the clock to squeeze every bit of information they can from Webb's images before Atlas moves too far away. They're measuring its size, mapping its surface, analyzing its chemical composition, and trying to figure out exactly where it came from. It's like trying to learn someone's entire life story during a brief conversation in an airport before they catch a flight to somewhere you'll never see them again. The discovery of Atlas is also making us realize that these interstellar visitors might be more common than we thought. Before 2017, we had never seen one at all. Now, in just a few years, we've spotted 3 of them. That suggests there might be thousands or even millions of these cosmic wanderers drifting through space, most of them invisible to us because they're too small or too far away to detect. This opens up an incredible possibility. If interstellar objects are common, then the galaxy might be full of natural spacecraft carrying materials from one star system to another. Over billions of years, countless objects like Atlas might have visited our solar system, and some of them might even have crashed into Earth. If that's true, then some of the water in our oceans, Some of the organic molecules that help life get started might actually have come from other star systems. We might all be part alien, made from star stuff that traveled across the galaxy before ending up here. The Webb telescope's ability to capture such detailed images of Atlas is a triumph of human engineering and curiosity. This incredible machine, with its golden mirrors and sensitive instruments, represents a combined effort of thousands of people working over decades to build something that could show us wonders we never imagined. Every photon of light that hit Webb's mirrors after bouncing off Atlas had to travel not just across our solar system, but across the vast emptiness between stars. The telescope caught that ancient starlight and turned it into an image we can see and study. Looking at Webb's image of Atlas is like holding a piece of the galaxy in your hands. This isn't just a rock in space. It's a messenger from a place so far away that we'll never visit it, carrying news from a time when our solar system was young. It's a reminder that we're not alone in an empty universe, but part of a vast network of stars and planets and wandering objects, all connected by the slow dance of gravity and time. The organic molecules that Webb has detected on Atlas are particularly exciting because they're different from the ones we find in our solar system. These alien chemicals formed under different conditions around a different star, in a different environment. They're like words in a language we're just beginning to learn, a chemical vocabulary that could teach us about how complex molecules form in the universe. Some scientists think these molecules might even be related to the building blocks of life, suggesting that the ingredients for biology might be scattered throughout the galaxy, waiting to take root wherever conditions are right. As Atlas continues its journey through our solar system, Webb is tracking its every move. The telescope can see how the object's brightness changes as it rotates, revealing details about its shape and surface features. It can measure the temperature of different parts of the surface, showing which areas are warming up in the sunlight and which ones are still frozen solid. It can even detect the faint glow of gas escaping from the surface as hidden ice deposits start to evaporate. All of these observations are building up the most complete picture we've ever had of an interstellar visitor. It's like having a conversation with a traveler from a distant land, learning about the places they've been and the things they've seen. Except in this case, the traveler is a mountain-sized rock that has been journeying through space for longer than complex life has existed on Earth. The timing of Atlas's visit is remarkable in another way, too. Just a few decades ago, we didn't even have telescopes powerful enough to detect objects like this. If Atlas had passed through our solar system in the 1800s, we might have noticed a faint moving dot in the sky, but we wouldn't have been able to learn anything about it. Today, thanks to Webb and other advanced instruments, we can study Atlas in incredible detail, learning about its composition, its structure, and its history. This rapid advance in our ability to study the universe is accelerating. Future telescopes, even more powerful than Webb, are already being planned. These next-generation instruments will be able to study interstellar visitors in even greater detail, perhaps even detecting the faint signatures of water vapor or other gases in their thin atmospheres. We might eventually be able to determine not just that these objects came from other star systems, but which specific star systems they came from. There's even talk of sending robotic missions to intercept interstellar objects like Atlas. Imagine a spacecraft launching from Earth, racing to catch up with one of these cosmic visitors, and then fly alongside it to take close-up photos and collect samples. It would be like sending an ambassador to meet a foreign dignitary, except the dignitary would be a piece of another world visiting from across the galaxy. The cultural impact of Webb's Atlas images extends far beyond the scientific community. These pictures are inspiring a new generation of young people to become interested in astronomy and space exploration. When students see a real photograph of an object from another star system, it makes the universe feel less abstract and more tangible. It's one thing to read about distant galaxies in a textbook, but it's another thing entirely to see an actual visitor from the cosmic neighborhood. Artists and writers are also finding inspiration in Atlas's story. Here's an object that has been alone in the dark for millions of years, carrying memories of a world we'll never see, on a journey that will never end. It's a powerful metaphor for exploration, for perseverance, for the way information and stories can travel across vast distances and long periods of time. Just as Atlas carries chemical information from its home system to ours, human stories and art carry information from one generation to the next, preserving knowledge and wonder across the years. The philosophical implications of Atlas are profound too. This object forces us to confront the reality that our solar system is not isolated, but part of a much larger community of stars and planets. Material flows between star systems, carry with it the history and chemistry of distant worlds. We are not separate from the rest of the galaxy, but connected to it in ways we're only beginning to understand. As we watch Atlas slowly fade from view, growing fainter as it moves away from the sun and back toward the darkness between stars, there's something both sad and beautiful about its departure. This brief visitor has given us a glimpse of the wider universe, shown us that we're part of something much larger than our own solar system. Soon it will be gone, continuing its endless journey through space, but the knowledge and wonder it shared with us will remain. The legacy of Webb's Atlas observations will last for generations. These images and the data they contain will be studied by scientists for decades to come, analyzed and reanalyzed as new techniques are developed and new questions are asked. Children who are just learning to read today will grow up to become the astronomers who finally decode all of Atlas's secrets. The data Webb is collecting now might not reveal all its treasures until those future scientists have tools and knowledge we can't even imagine yet. But perhaps the most important thing about Atlas isn't the scientific data it's providing, but the sense of wonder and connection it's giving us. In a world that can sometimes feel small and divided, Atlas reminds us that we're all passengers on a small planet orbiting an ordinary star in a galaxy full of wonders. It reminds us that the universe is vast and full of mysteries, and that human curiosity and ingenuity can reveal those mysteries, one discovery at a time. The story of 3I/Atlas is really a story about human achievement. It's about our species' incredible ability to build machines like the Webb telescope that can capture light from objects millions of miles away and turn that light into knowledge. It's about our curiosity, our desire to understand the universe around us, and our willingness to spend years and billions of dollars to answer questions about a rock in space that most people will never see with their own eyes. But it's also a story about connection and belonging. Atlas shows us that we're not alone in the universe, not separate from it, but part of it. The atoms in our bodies were forged in stars, and now we're seeing that even solid objects can travel between those stars, carrying materials and information across the galaxy. We are made of star stuff, as Carl Sagan famously said, and Atlas is proof that star stuff is constantly on the move, constantly mixing and sharing, and creating new possibilities for complexity and life. As I wrap up this incredible story, I want you to take a moment to really think about what we've just discussed. Right now, as you're listening to this, there's a piece of another world flying through space just beyond our planetary neighborhood. It's been traveling longer than humans have existed, carrying secrets from a star system we've never seen, and the most advanced telescope our species has ever built is taking its portrait. This is a kind of discovery that makes you realize we're living in the most amazing time in human history. We're the first generation that can actually see and study visitors from other star systems. We're the first people who can look at detailed photographs of objects that formed around other suns. We're witnessing the universe reveal its secrets to us in ways that would have seemed like pure magic to people just a few generations ago. The James Webb Space Telescope's capture of 3I/Atlas will be remembered as one of the great moments in astronomy, right alongside Galileo's first glimpse of Jupiter's moons, Hubble's discovery of the expanding universe, and the first photographs of exoplanets. It's a moment that reminds us why we explore, why we ask questions, and why we keep pushing the boundaries of what we can see and understand. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that it's not empty space up there. It's full of travelers, wanderers, and messengers carrying stories from worlds we can barely imagine. Some of those travelers have been journeying since before Earth had its first oceans, and others are just beginning trips that will last until our sun burns out. The universe is alive with motion and mystery, and thanks to incredible achievements like Webb's observation of Atlas, we're finally beginning to be part of that cosmic conversation. This discovery is just the beginning. There will be more interstellar visitors, more detailed observations, more amazing revelations about the nature of our galactic neighborhood. The universe has been writing letters to us for billions of years, and we're finally learning how to read them. If the story of cosmic discovery and interstellar visitors has sparked your curiosity about the universe, then I've done my job. The cosmos is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, And every new observation brings us closer to understanding our place in the vast community of stars and worlds that surrounds us. Make sure to hit that like button if this journey through space amazed you as much as it amazed me. Share this video with anyone who loves learning about the universe. And subscribe to our channel because, trust me, we're living in the golden age of cosmic discovery, and you won't want to miss what comes next. The universe has so many more secrets to share with us, and together, we'll explore them all.